Hi guys, I'm going to do today my first ever Friday reads. So bear with me, it's going to be a little bit short, and it's just a little disclaimer in the beginning. I'm going to show you 6 books, and I'm not going to read all 6 of these. I'm going to pick out parts from some of the nonfiction and just try to get a little bit farther in the fiction books. Maybe I will finish some of them, we'll see. So I'm going to start with my nonfiction. The first thing I'm going to show you is Thug Kitchen, the cookbook. I just recently picked this up at Barnes & Noble, and I've already made 2 things from it, and this cookbook is so amazing. It's so funny. It is all vegan and all the recipes are vegan and vegetarian, so it's great, it's healthy, and I just love this so much. It's so entertaining to read, just because they swear a lot and all the ingredients are so healthy, and they just have basic tutorials in it. So if you haven't ever cooked before, this would be a great thing to pick up. And yeah, I've made the smoked almond and chickpea sandwiches and the oat griddle cakes, and they were both really, really great. Now moving on to my other piece of nonfiction that I'm going to try to read, Stiff by Mary Roach. I have never read anything by Mary Roach before. I have tried very, very hard to read this book, but I cannot get past the first page, really, where she's speaking about plastic surgeons trying to perform facelifts on dead heads. There's just something about it. I just can't get past it. So I'm going to try really, really hard to get past it, and if I can't, maybe I'll just skip to the next chapter. I think that's a good idea. Moving on to my fiction that I'm going to be reading this weekend, I'm going to try and get farther in Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close by Jonathan Safran Foer. I've tried to read this book multiple times. I've never gotten past the funeral scene, which I find incredibly sad. But I'm going to try. And I really like the idea of this book. It's very experimental. It's set in New York. I mean, it was made into a movie with Sandra Bullock a few years ago, so I'm going to try and reward myself with that movie. It has pictures in it, so hopefully that will get me through it. The next fiction book I'm going to try to get farther in is Patrick Rothfuss, The Wise Man's Fear. I read The Name of the Wind maybe in November of last year, and I enjoyed it. It was a bit slow, but overall, it was pretty good. My problem with this is the plot is excellent, but I just cannot find myself liking the characters. But I'm on about page 350, so I'm just going to try to get farther in that and see if I can get into it. Now my last book I'm going to show you is the one I'm super excited about. It is The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt, and it won the Pulitzer Prize in Fiction in 2014. Earlier this week, I managed to finish The Secret History, which is also by Donna Tartt, and they're both quite large books. This has about 700 pages in it, and the pages are quite large. So I'm going to try really hard to get into this and get farther than the first chapter. I'm finished with the first chapter right now. It was great. Her writing style is just wonderful. So hopefully I'll have more to say about this in a week or 2. So thank you for watching my first Friday Reads video. I'm going to try to film a June TBR, even though it's, June 5th. But we'll see how that goes. Thanks for watching.